Hi, I'm Orla Allen, medium, and Orla Allen, author, and here are some cards for you. So the first card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about new money coming to you, but it's money that's previously existed. So it's not brand new money. So it's not like winning at the horses or winning the lottery or something. It's money that you've done something and it's being paid out. So it could be something like an inheritance where there's been some sort of process beforehand, and then the money's coming in, or it could be, say you start a new job and you're starting to see the new finances coming in. So that's what the Ten of Pentacles talks about. Now, it can also mean abundance, but I'm very drawn to finances for this one. So I only want to talk about money with this one. I do feel like these three cards that have come out are very positive cards. They're very upbeat cards. And I also feel like this is leading on from the last reading I did. Now, I can't quite remember what I did, but I know this is connected. So if you heard my previous reading and it related to you, then this will relate to you too. If you didn't hear it, don't worry about it. If this feels right to you, then take the information that's contained within it. So we're starting off talking about this new money coming in. I feel like it's an opportunity. I feel like it's a very positive thing. I feel like it's something we've been waiting on. So I feel like there's been some sort of process that's leading you to this place, which is why I'm kind of feeling like it could be more of an inheritance or work that you've done and you've been waiting to be paid for it. Something along those lines. But it feels like there's been more time than you expected before this money has arrived. But it feels like it's finally here. The time's finally happening. Things are finally in motion. Now, the next card we have is the Magician card. And the Magician card is talking about manifesting. It's talking about where you're bringing in your future. And if you look at the card, I'm very, very drawn to the fact that he's standing on the pentacle and he's looking in the opposite direction. So this very much feels like, again, we're talking about finances. We're talking about where we're trying to create a future. We're trying to create something which we've been trying to create for a while. And this is the stage where we're doing the most manifesting. So I feel like there's money already come in, but there's potential for that money to work for you and to be of benefit to you. So whether this is investing in your home or investing in your future, perhaps there's a business opportunity, or perhaps there's an opportunity for you to spend this money wisely. I feel very much like the fact that he's looking away from the coin talks about where we're not looking in the right direction. Okay, so if you are looking at trying to build something and you've got an idea, now it may not be generally that you're looking at the wrong way to make this money work for you. It could be that you're looking at the finer details wrong. So if this will resonate you, like whatever I'm saying now that feels right, that is what I'm trying to say to you. That's what the message is for you. But I feel like we're not looking at the right place. We're not looking in the right direction. We need to turn our head back to where we want to go. So I kind of feel like there's an element with this where now that we've got the money, we're kind of like a little bit excited and we're thinking about other things we could do with it. So I feel like there's perhaps thoughts of not investing it wisely, or thoughts of being a little bit frivolous, maybe getting yourself a holiday or a weekend away or buying a new handbag or whatever it is. I feel like there's some way that you could spend this money which isn't wise. Now, I'm sure if you spent it on a new handbag or a holiday, you would enjoy that holiday and you'd enjoy the handbag. But I feel like there's a much wiser way you can do it. And I feel like you need to keep focused on what it was that you had planned. So I kind of feel like there's been a build up to this. I feel like there has been planning you have made. Like you've thought, right, okay, when I get this money, I'm going to do this with it. And I feel like that was a really, really wise decision. So keep your focus on what it is that you're trying to create. Don't let having money in your bank account kind of lead you astray, if that makes sense. Stay focused on what it is you're trying to achieve. Stay focused on what it is that your ultimate goal is. Because I do feel like with this Magician card, you're going to create whatever it is you're thinking about or focusing on now. And I feel like this would be a really great opportunity for you. I'm not saying there's anything bad if you go and spend the money on a holiday or something, but I am saying that this is a really good opportunity for you. So this is creating the future that you want. And I feel like investing it wisely would actually pay off in the long run, where you'll be much more happy about it. Because I kind of feel like we'll go on the holiday and we'll enjoy the holiday, but then afterwards we're like, I shouldn't have spent that money. Do you know? So there's an element of regret there if we're frivolous with it. And I also feel like there's some sort of process to whatever it is you're thinking about spending the money on. Like you were thinking before you got it. I feel like there's some way where you will see what other people or how it played out. Whatever it is that you've thought about doing with it, I feel like there's going to be an ultimate moment where you realise that you've made a mistake by not spending it on what you thought about. So I feel like there's an element of risk, or there's an element of unsurety with how you were thinking about spending it. And I feel like there is a moment of clarity where either you have spent it the right way, and, you know, followed your heart and followed what it was that you had originally planned. And I feel like it will pay off for you. But I feel like there's also this ultimate moment where you're going to realise, I should have invested that way, or I shouldn't have spent it on the holiday. Does that make sense? So I feel like, I feel like it's up to you how you want to spend your money, how you want to live your life. I'm not telling you what to do, but what I am saying to you is, yes, you can go and enjoy your holiday if you want to, but that's going to be short-lived. And whatever it is that you had planned for this money, or whatever you thought about doing with this money, I feel like it'll be of much more benefit for you, and it'll take you down a path that you really want to go. Now, all that said, the final card is the Four of Wands, which again talks about work. Now, work would be whatever you have to do after you invest this money. It could just be simply your day-to-day work. If it's a pay rise or something that you've got, or I don't really feel a pay rise, if I'm honest, but I feel like there is maybe one or two of you who can relate to a pay rise. Maybe it's an opportunity to increase your money. So to increase what you're earning if you're self-employed, or you have some sort of project that you're wanting to pay out a second time with. But I feel like this Four of Wands is talking about where there's more stability within your working environment. Okay. But this relates back to the previous two cards. So I feel like whatever the decision is that you make, if you do decide to go on the holiday and you come home, then I do feel like things will be more settled and more stable, and you'll be in a better headspace because you'll have had the time to kind of relax and chill out and stuff. There will be the regret there, but you'll ultimately be like, well, do you know what? I had it, I spent it, I enjoyed it. What more does it matter? But I also feel like if you do invest it the way you're intending to, then there's that stability where you can take a breath of fresh air and just be like, oh, that's good. It's good to have that security there. It's good that I've took that chance. It's good that it's paid off. And I feel like things are going to be on a much more even keel. So whatever you decide to do, I do feel like it's going to have an outcome where you're going to feel more settled, more balanced, more happy in yourself. But I really want you to make the good choice. I really want you to make the decision that's going to benefit you in the long run. It's your free will. You do what you have to. You do what you want to. Have an absolutely blessed day, and I'll speak to you all again soon.